Hello everyone, my name is Kai Shanti. This video is a meditation for money manifestation. I am going to tell you a little bit about myself because I'm making this video for a group in particular who may not know who I am and may not know about my work. So if you're watching this and you do know who I am, you're welcome to skip through this part. I'm going to put the timestamp for the meditation below. So if you watch it again, you can also just skip to the meditation. I am a Shaktipat, Kundalini awakening initiator. I started my journey almost 30 years ago. I met a Shaktipat guru who awakened my Kundalini, and I spent some time in his ashram, and I spent several years with him doing purification processes and other practices to be able to awaken other people's Kundalini. And during that time, when my Kundalini was awakened and the Shakti within me was very, very strong, and if you don't know any of these terms, I'm not going to get into it now, but I have so many videos on my YouTube channel about the Kundalini, about the Shakti, and about my own awakening journey. So feel free to explore if you want to know more. When my Kundalini was first awakened, the Divine Mother, or the Shakti we see as the feminine force. The Kundalini is the feminine divine force that dwells within each and every one of us. When awakened, arises eventually up the Sushumna channel or the spine to bring us into enlightenment. That is a very shortened version of what Kundalini is and what Kundalini does, but that's the gist of it. And when my Kundalini was awakened, I got a lot of what are called kriyas, and when you have kriyas in the body goes through all different kinds of movements and breathing patterns and processes to purify the system on all levels of consciousness. And in that process, the Kundalini, or the Divine Mother herself, started coming through me, and I was expressing the Shakti or the Kundalini through my physical form. And in that process, she would go around and bless people and work with people who were in the room at the time. And this has evolved for me over the past 30 years to the point where I now work with people with this Kundalini, this Shakti, or God force energy, the divine. And I do individual sessions, and I also do group sessions with this work. So when I do a meditation like this, I am literally just surrendering to that Shakti, Kundalini, God, Spirit, whatever is your highest form of divinity, because it's all one, it's all the same thing. I just happen to use this terminology because that's the practice that I was raised in. But it's all the same energy, the God energy, the Divine Mother energy, the Source energy. I completely surrender to that energy, so I'll close my eyes. I will surrender to the energy. When she works through me, I almost always speak in other languages, like in the higher consciousness energy language. Some people call it light language. I call it the Shakti language. And a lot of times I will do mudras. My hands will go into different mudras. Breathing may happen. If we're doing clearing work, which often happens, I can make really funny sounds and sound really weird to some people, but I might start coughing, or I might start doing these kind of almost regurgitating sounds. So if that's happening, we're probably doing some clearing work. I never know what's going to happen when I close my eyes to do this work, so I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen. We might just talk our way through a meditation. And the intention today is I've just asked the Divine to do a meditation for money, manifestation, and whatever wants to come up on that topic. So, like I said, I know that's a very shortened version, but just so you know what's happening as we go into meditation. Lie back or sit, whatever's comfortable for you. Try to focus your energy inward into the heart. Make sure that you're in a quiet space where you can express. Sometimes when the Kundalini energy is awakened, people do get kriyas and do get Shakti. So if the body wants to shake, if the body wants to move, or if you go into different breathing patterns, or you might feel energy going up your spine, any of that could happen when you're meditating with me, because the basis of all of the work that I do is a Kundalini Shakti tradition. It might not happen either. But just to know that we don't ever want to hold those things back, because if those things start happening, it's a clearing process, or it's the divine expressing through us. So we don't want to stop that from happening. The Kundalini exists within all of us. She is the divine force energy of life. So it's not another energy that's coming into our body. It's an energy that already exists within us. So we just want to surrender, be comfortable, pray to whatever source of beingness is our highest source of beingness, because it's, like I said, it's all the same energy. So whatever you're praying to, it's the same energy that we're working with. So lay down, sit up, whatever's comfortable for you to meditate, and we will just close our eyes and go into a meditation now for money, with the intention of attracting money, allowing money into our experience, wealth, the highest wealth of love and light, bringing ourselves inward. Bakramasan sarliya bakrona karamasan sarabasan sharliya bakru haravasan sa sa si si sam sam som som sim sim sava karamasan sarliya bakrono kru shanshavate ramasan sarliya bakrona karamasan sarliya bakrona karavesha shayatande ramasan sarliya bakrona karatanda kare shansha iramate Nirabatsan siravasan sirliya motondo korona sansarete kali shiva karama sansarate nama sansaravate Niramakronokro, allowing God's grace to filter in through our body, allowing God's grace to filter in through the body. Shiva sam sam sum sum sim sim sava karma sansarliya bakru Haravasan, allowing God's grace to filter in through the body. Shiva karana karana kaliya pakru. Rotanda. Mirama sansarvate. We're allowing God's grace to filter in through the top of the head, through the crown chakra. Allowing God's grace to filter in through the body. Shiva sham sham shum shum shim shim shava karma karma sansarete. And as we go deeper and deeper and deeper into ourself, allowing ourselves to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into ourself, our inner self, our divine self, allowing ourselves to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into ourself. Shiva Korona Karmasan Saliva Korona Karbas, allowing ourselves to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into ourself. Shiva Sham Sham Shum Shum Shim Shim Shavasan Siravate Nirama Karmasan Saliva Krono Krosan Saravat Shate Haravatanda Namasarate Baba Guru Shansha Arete Miro Guru Nirama Sansaravasan Sarate. Feeling the energy within our body, feeling the energy within our body. What does it feel like? What does the energy feel like? Shavakronosan Saravasyate Guru 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 Kronokramasan Saliva Kranakramasate. Does it feel alive? Does it feel open? Does it feel free? Are we noticing any areas within us that don't feel alive, that don't feel open? Just noticing, not having to do anything with them, just noticing. How does it feel? And when we go deeply into the body self, seeking the divine within us, what do we feel? What do we feel? Is there a depth within us that knows the truth about our wealth? Can we reach that point within us that knows the truth about our wealth? Shavasam sirata krotanaliya makranakramasam sarvasya shavate. Shiva Ramasam Sarata Kalyana Karapate. What is the truth about our wealth? What is the truth about our wealth? Kirana Sansariya Bakrana Kramasan Sariya Bakrana Karabasa Sarata Kalyana Guru. Haravasan Saratan Shirata Kalyata Kurtanda Kalyama Karma. What is the truth about our wealth? Shiva Sham Sham Shum Shum Shim Shim Shavakramate Shan Shavatsya. So we want to find the depth within us that knows the truth about us. Rokrodaliya Makrona Kramasan Sariya Bakrana Guru. Haravasan Sarasan Shiliya Bakrana Kramasan Sariya Baba Dato. What is the truth about our wealth? The deepest truth about our wealth. Karuna Kramasan Sariya Bakrana Krabashate. Haravasan Saravatshyarate. So we want to spend some time with this because the depth within us is the truth of our own self. And once we see the truth within ourselves, we can't be misled or misguided. Shavakarana Karamasan Saliva Karana Karamasan Sarvasa Sarate. Spending time within, spending time in the light of God's grace within our heart space. There it is, Shavakaruna Kramasa Sarate. When we can find this place deep within us and we know the truth about our own wealth, we don't see anything different than that. So what is the truth? What is the truth of our own wealth? Do we feel that there is divinity within us? Do we feel that there is power within us? Pure power, graceful power, loving power. Tokorona sate. Namasate. And where does wealth come from ultimately? What is the true wealth? God's wealth, divine wealth. What is it? Where is it? Where does it evolve from? Guru, 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 Karamasan Sariya Bakru, Haravasan Saratsan Shiriya Bakronakru, Haratanda Karieta Karasan Sarasan Shiriya Batu, Haravasan Saratande Kali, 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 Karamasate. I have wealth within me. I have wealth within me. I have wealth within me. So resting in that place in our heart, in that knowingness of I have wealth within me. There it is. Shetakurunamate. I have wealth within me. Aramasan Saravate. Let us now allow ourselves to accept any divine wealth that wants to come to us from the outside, in the form of money, in the form of things, in the form of experiences, in the form of relationships, allowing ourselves to accept any money and wealth that wants to come to us from any experience in the outside. Because ultimately the outside is merely a reflection of our inner self. So imagine an experience you would like to have. Imagine an amount of wealthy coins, whatever it looks like for you. How does a financially rich person look to you? What would you like to experience? What would you like to have? See if you can bring that image into your heart. What would feel good to you? What would feel good to have, to see, to know within your being? Namasan Tangalia Corona Kramasan Saratan Shiribate Haravasan Sarasan Shiribu Krono Kronasan Saratan Shirate Shiva 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 Guru. We're holding a very special place for that life within us. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What is it like to have those things, to experience those things, to be with those people? Shavasan Saryaba Kronokramasan Saryaba Kramakramasan Sarata Kalyanate Haravasan Sarasan Shriebe Baba Baba Krono Tandarete Shiva Om Mate Om Mate. Holding the vision in the heart. Holding the vision in the heart. It already exists within us. It's already here. Shavasan Sarya Karunakramasan Sarya Bakranakrabate Haravasan Sarya Bakranakramasan Sarya Bakratatarate Hivarana Sansarata. So if you're already experiencing it, what does it feel like? We're in the very moments of that experience that we're wishing for, we're wanting, we're needing, we're desiring. What does it feel like? Baba karma karma sansariya vakrana karana sansariya vakrana karma sansarate. I am Shiva God Guru Karana Harate Shanshariya Vakrana Karma Sansaratande Rate Mirama Sansarava Sansarata Kalyanate. How far deeply into the experience can we let ourselves fall? Just releasing everything, letting go, falling deeply into the experience of this thing that we're bringing towards us now. This experience. Shiva, 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 Shantara. Namasan Saravate. And now let's let ourselves become that thing, become that experience, become that person, become that relationship, become that wealth. Let ourselves become it. What does it feel to just dissolve ourselves into that thing or into that money, into that experience? Let's become it. Shiva Sham Sham Shum Shum Shim Shim Shavakarma Sansariyava Karanakarma Sansarate Hu Ramate Kali Shiva Rama. Become it. Arva Sansarate Shivaranate Guru. What does it feel like to be that thing, or to be that experience, or to be that person? What does it feel like to be it? Okorona, is it a pleasant, loving, divine experience? Shavakorona krapatande kali 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 shanshayate Uru shanshava sansarate karana sansariya ba ba ba. What does it feel like to be money? What does it feel like to be money? Davrana karabashanshare, letting all of our cells dissolve into the molecular structure of money itself. What is it? What does it feel like to be it? Shavakruna, there we go, that's better. Shavakruna karma sansarate. Is it separate from us? Are we actually separate from this thing that we're wanting? Shavakrana kaliyama, are we one with it? Is it a part of us, as we are part of everything and everyone, everywhere, in any time and space? Shiva sham sham shum shum shim shim shavakrama sansare kaliya tanda karabasan saratsan shirliye pete Om. Can we know it so intimately that there is absolutely no separation between us and it? Whatever this thing is that we're wanting. Shavasan sariyaba tansirate karatanda kali Haro tanda karama sansaraba, there we go, better. Karana karama sansariyaba krono krama sansaraba shete Harava sansara sanshiriyaba tande karayana karama sansariyaba kronokro Harava sansara sanshiriyebe karana karamate. Do we notice that we don't want to become money because we think it's a lesser energy? Do we notice that we can't become money because it's too far away from us? Shivakrona sansariyama too different from us? Shivakrona karma sansariyabakru. If everything is divine, everything is divine, everything is created out of that divine source, divine substance, divine grace, then there is no separation between us and anything or anyone. Shavakratan, including money. Shavakrana sansariyama kronakara, becoming money, becoming grace, becoming love, becoming wealth. Becoming any person that we want to have a relationship, anything we want to experience, becoming the source energy of light that is the creation of all things, all experiences, all life. Shavakarana karma sansariyava kronakara, there we go, better. Karana karabate. Dharana sansarava sansarate. Shuh. Dissolving into the truth of who we are. Dissolving into the truth of who we are. The truth of who we are is the divine essence of everything and everyone. Shavakronakra, dissolving into money. Dissolving into wealth. Dissolving into life, into love. Shavakranakranakaratanaliyatakaratanagadiyatagru Haravasan saravasan sridaliyata tanda kramasan sarvashyate. Dissolving ourselves. Very essence of who we are. There we go. Dissolving into money. Dissolving into money. Dissolving. There we go. If any concerns come up, letting the concerns dissolve into the light and love of God's grace. Dissolving. If I think that money is a lesser subject, a lesser matter than my body, or than I am, I will resist. So can I see that the structure of everything and everyone is equally divine? Shiva sam sam sum sum sim sim sabakrama krama krama. We are all equally divine. We are all equally loved by the divine. We are all equally seen as truth and love. Shavakranakramasunsariyavakranakramasansariyavakru haratatatatatatatatatatatakranakramasansariyavakranakrabate haravasansariyavakranakratatatatatatatakramakramasansariyavakru haravasansarasanshirete karamatantate. So if we see any blocks coming up that we need to release around money being different from us or less than us or inaccessible, unavailable to us, we just in this moment allow them to arise, allow them to arise, allow them to arise. What do I see? What do I feel around this experience? And look at them as they arise. Do they show me truth? Is there truth in what they're showing me? The truth is that we are one. We are one with God, the divine source, energy, love, grace. The truth is that everything has arisen out of this source energy. Everything is perfection in this loving grace. Everything, including money. Everything is perfection in this loving grace. Pera kronamate, mera vakrama karma sansariya vakrana karbate, Yeshiva krana krana sansariya makru, hirva sansara sanshira. So let's sink a little bit deeper. So if we see anything, any blocks coming up, we ask that they be released. We give them to the light, we give them to love. We ask that they be released, we ask that they be released, we ask that they be released. Shiva Sansaram, we're going to sink a little deeper, and a little deeper, and a little deeper into the truth of our being. Where there is only grace, where there is only love, where there is only light, where there is only oneness. Shiva Sansarapan Siryavate. Tarakru. Miramasan Saryamasan Saravate. So we open our heart now to what it is that we are desiring. If it's money that we are desiring, we open our heart to money. If it's love, a relationship we're desiring, we open our heart to that. Whatever we are desiring in this moment, in this measure of time, we open our heart to that. Shiva Sansara Sansriyate. We are not separate from anything or anyone. Separation is not real. Separation is not real. Shabakaru nakrama sansariya bakaru haravasansara sanshiriya pete. Very good. Now we allow ourselves to just open up to this grace in every moment of every day. As we remember ourselves in this truth, as we remember ourselves as the divine beings of light that we are, as we remember ourselves as money, right? We've seen ourselves as one with money. We've seen ourselves as separate from money. And then as one with money. What is the truth? Where does the truth lie within us? Watching blocks and obstacles come up and dissolve and come up and dissolve and come up and dissolve. Offering them to the light of God's love. Shavakurunakurubate. Yaranasan sarasan shiriyabakru. And we walk away with the allowing, right? With the allowing God's grace into our life as the things that we need, want, and desire. Allowing God's grace into our life as the things we need, want, and desire. Allowing God's grace into our life with the things we need, want, and desire. Surrendering to grace in every moment of every day. Surrendering, surrendering, surrendering. Allowing grace into our life. Allowing grace into our life in the form of wealth, in the form of things, in the form of delivering to us everything we need. Namakarmasan saliyabakru nokru. Haravasan sarasan shiriyabakru. Make it feel ecstatic, make it feel loving, make it feel kind. Allowing grace into our life in the form of money can feel ecstatic, just blissful. Blissful. Watching any blocks that come up as we say that. Is money not supposed to be ecstatic? Is money not supposed to be blissful? Says who? Who came up with that? Watching those blocks, those belief systems come up to be dissolved. Can money be blissful and ecstatic in our life? In this moment, here and now, right now, can we feel money in ourselves as a blissful, ecstatic experience of light? Shavakaranakarmasan saliyavakru. And the more we work with this, the deeper and deeper we can go into this, and the deeper we can feel it, and the deeper we can know it, and the deeper we can experience it within ourselves. We give it a little time each day to work with this experience of becoming one with money, dissolving into money, of allowing money to be graceful, kind, loving, free. Until we get into the ecstatic grace of what it means to be in this space with money. What does it mean to be in this space with money? How is it any different than being in this space with God? God is the creator of every living thing. Everything. God is the creator of everything. Okay, come back to this again and again. See how it opens up. See how it evolves. See how we can go deeper and deeper into it. See how we can get to this experience as graceful, loving, free, divine, ecstatic, money, being in the space with money. So many of us have deprived ourselves of money on this earth plane. Why? We don't need to. We don't need to. We can be in the light and truth and grace and love of divinity in the truth of wealth. All right, very good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing these moments with me. And come back and do this meditation as much as you like, because I think we'll just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper each time we experience it, allowing things to release, allowing things to come up and be seen, allowing ourselves to be completely dissolved in the loving, conscious energy of money. I love you. I'm Kai Shanti. I'll see you soon.